Looks like they're putting in new traffic signals here, but that's not what I turned on for. This was a few weeks ago now. I was standing. Well, I stepped on a shard of glass, and it felt like it came about a millimeter away from slashing the bottom of my foot. So I sat down and yanked it out and went about my way thinking, well, that could have been really bad. So I got to this intersection and I took my hand out of my pocket and found that my index finger was spurting blood. And I guess I made a fist or something because the blood was all over the palm of my hand. And I didn't feel anything. And I had walked a good couple hundred feet before making this little discovery. So I walked along this very path here, which is a regular path for me. And I approached this auto body shop, the Punjab auto body shop. And there was one of the workers there was standing up front, and I showed him my hand. I was like, excuse me, do you have a sink I could use and maybe some paper towels? And, you know, the dude didn't even flinch. He was just like, of course. And next thing you know, these guys were taking care of me like I had just checked in at the emergency room of Mount Sinai. It was pretty cool. You know, they got me into their sink area. They got me some bandages. And they were like shouting out instructions. They're like, I was rinsing it in warm water for some stupid reason. And the guy's like, no, my friend, cold water, cold water. So I was probably in there for like 4 or 5 minutes. And kind of freaking out, you know, not really thinking too straight, not necessarily doing what one does and is supposed to do when they have blood spurting out of their finger. But I told him on my way out, you know, I walk by this place all the time. I always wonder what it looked like inside. And one of the guys was like, yeah, I remember, I recognize you from walking past here. I mean, I don't mean to make it sound like a humanitarian miracle or anything. Because what are they going to do? They'll be like, no, go away, go, bleed to death. And it's their workplace, so they have some reason to represent. But it was cool though. It's a nice little window into a place that I pass by all the time. That phone is dead, and it's probably not coming back. This is the last independently owned outdoor phone in all of Western Queens, as far as I know. There used to be one in Jackson Heights, but that disappeared a long time ago. I'm actually friends with the guy who owns this one. And I think he finally just threw in the towel. Took it to the bitter end. But I like the side of this. Not really a fan of graffiti, but this is pretty funny. Graffiti is a crime. And then you got red and black scrawl all over it. So an upshot to the Punjab emergency room visit. I'm going to call it the Punjab emergency room from now on. The upshot is that I suddenly, of necessity, found myself in a very small, cramped room with 4 guys I don't know. One guy was not even wearing a mask. He was talking on his phone. The other guys all had masks on, but there was a lot of epidermal contact between me and one of the guys. Because he was nice enough to put the bandage on my finger. I was shaking like crazy. I can get really crippling anxiety attacks under certain circumstances, and seeing all that blood pumping out of me was one such circumstance. So, and then also the open wound. I don't know if that makes transmission of a virus any more likely, but whatever the case, it was enough for me to go back and get tested again, which I did about a week later, and I'm negative again, so it's all good. But I meant to include that in the previous portion of this.